phone rang, cutting through the peaceful afternoon quiet. The worried voice on the other end spoke quickly about a puppy was found in the trash behind an old building. Without a second thought, the rescuer grabbed a bag of supplies and rushed to the spot, heart pounding with worry about what might be waiting there. The alley stank of rot and waste. Piles of trash bags and broken things were everywhere. And there, huddled against a dirty wall, was a tiny puppy, shaking with fear and so small it almost disappeared among the garbage. Its eyes, though filled with fear, still watched the approaching human carefully. The sight was enough to break anyone's heart. The puppy's fur was so dirty you couldn't tell what color it was supposed to be. Its little body showed every rib, proof that it hadn't eaten properly in days, maybe longer. When the rescuer took a step closer, the puppy tried to back away, pressing itself against the wall. Those eyes told a story of hunger mixed with deep fear of people. Around the puppy were signs of its desperate fight to live, tiny paw prints in spilled food, torn wrappers where it had searched for anything to eat. The rescuer crouched down low to seem less scary and stayed very still. Time seemed to stretch as they waited, neither moving. Then slowly, hunger won over fear. The puppy took one tiny step forward, then another, with gentle hands moving as slowly as possible. The rescuer finally picked up the tiny animal. It felt like nothing, much lighter than a puppy should be, another sad sign of how long it had been without care. Its whole body trembled in the rescuer's hands. First things first, food. The rescuer had brought some soft puppy food, knowing it would be needed. A small amount went into a travel bowl placed on the ground. The puppy stared at it, torn between hunger and fear. Then hunger took over. It rushed to the bowl and began eating frantically, as if afraid the food might disappear. The rescuer gave just a little, knowing that too much too fast could make a starving puppy sick. After eating came water, which the puppy lapped up just as eagerly. Its tiny pink tongue worked quickly, and for the first time its tail gave the smallest wag. That tiny movement brought hope, a sign that despite everything, this little one still had some trust left to give. The puppy had no collar, no tags, nothing to show it belonged to anyone. Looking at how thin it was and where it was found, it clearly wasn't a lost pet. Someone had thrown it away on purpose. Like it was worth nothing. At the animal clinic, the puppy froze with fear on the examination table. The rescuer kept a gentle hand on its back the whole time, a steady comfort through the scary new experience. The vet checked everything carefully. First the eyes, which were clear but not bright enough, showing the puppy needed water. The ears were checked for mites or infection. Surprisingly, they were fairly clean. When looking at the teeth, the vet could tell the puppy was about 2 months old. Its gums were pale, but not dangerously so. Next came the body check. Careful hands felt along the spine, ribs, and legs, searching for breaks or injuries. The puppy was too thin, with ribs easily felt through the skin, but otherwise its bones and muscles seemed strong. The vet listened to the heart and lungs, finding them strong despite everything. There were fleas in the dirty fur, but thankfully no serious skin problems. The news was better than expected. Despite its terrible start, the puppy was basically healthy. It needed good food, plenty of water, warmth, and care, but had no major health problems that would make recovery harder. The vet gave medicine for any worms in its belly and suggested special high-energy puppy food to help gain weight. They talked about shots the puppy would need in the coming weeks once it was stronger. Back home, bath time came first. A small tub with warm water and gentle soap was prepared. The puppy seemed confused and nervous about the water at first, but gentle handling helped it relax. Slowly, days of dirt washed away. What appeared was amazing. The puppy wasn't gray or brown from dirt, but had a beautiful coat with special markings that had been hidden under all that grime. Bath time became bonding time. The rescuer spoke in soft, gentle tones throughout, helping teach the puppy that human hands could be kind instead of scary. After getting clean, the puppy was wrapped in a soft towel and dried completely so it wouldn't get cold. Flea medicine was applied as the vet had shown, making sure the unwelcome pests would soon be gone. Clean and fresh, the puppy seemed more alert, its eyes taking in the new surroundings with cautious interest. The rescuer had set up a special area in a quiet corner of the living room. It was away from drafts, but where the puppy could still see what was happening. The spot had a soft bed with sides that came up a bit to create a feeling of safety. Puppy pads covered the floor for accidents, and a few soft toys waited nearby. A water bowl sat within easy reach. Evening brought another small meal. The puppy ate happily, but not as desperately as before. Its improved mood showed in the way its tail now wagged and how it looked up between bites. After eating, it explored the new bed, walking in circles a few times before settling down. An ancient dog behavior that showed it was starting to feel at home. Through the evening, the rescuer watched closely for any signs the puppy might not be feeling well, but the little one seemed to be settling in fine, sleeping deeply but waking now and then to look around before drifting off again. Its breathing was even, and its body had lost the tense, afraid posture from earlier that day. Before bedtime came a quick trip outside, the first lesson in learning to do business outdoors. Though confused at first, the puppy did go potty outside and received gentle praise. Back inside, the rescuer made sure the sleeping area was safe and cozy for the night. A ticking clock was placed nearby, its steady sound mimicking a mother dog's heartbeat to help the puppy feel safe. As night fell, thoughts turned to the day's events. The puppy that had been thrown away like it was nothing was now clean, fed, checked by a vet, and resting safely. Its journey from being abandoned to being rescued was just the beginning of a new life. Building trust would be the most important task in the weeks ahead, helping the puppy overcome its rough start. The first night went better than expected, with only a few whimpers as the puppy adjusted to new surroundings. By morning, it greeted the rescuer with more confidence, its tail wagging with growing trust. The scared little creature from the trash pile was already beginning to transform. A daily routine took shape over the next few days. Regular meals, potty breaks, short playtimes, and plenty of rest created a stable foundation for the recovering puppy. Each day brought small victories. More energy, more playfulness, healthier appearance. The puppy began learning simple things, responding to its name and basic commands like sit. 1 week after the rescue, a return visit to the vet showed remarkable progress. The puppy had gained weight, its fur now looked healthy and clean, and its eyes were bright and alert. The vet was impressed by how well the puppy was doing in its new home. As days turned into weeks, the rescuer thought about what would happen next. What had started as an emergency rescue had grown into something deeper. The puppy now followed the rescuer around the house, waited excitedly when left alone, and showed all signs of having formed a strong bond. Sometimes, what begins as a temporary rescue becomes a forever home. The once fragile puppy grew stronger every day. Its eyes now sparkled with happiness, and its tail wagged wildly at the sound of approaching footsteps. It learned quickly how to walk on a leash, how to play with toys instead of fearing them, and how to trust that food would always be there when needed. There were still moments when the puppy would jump at loud noises or sudden movements, small reminders of its difficult past. But these reactions became less common as good experiences outnumbered the bad memories. Each positive day helped erase the fear from before. The puppy's true personality began to shine through. It was playful but gentle, curious about new things but careful at first. It loved carrying soft toys around the house, often bringing them as gifts. Its favorite spot quickly became the couch, where it would curl up with a deep sigh of happiness. In the following weeks, the puppy received its needed vaccines. The clinic staff were amazed by the change. Looking at pictures from rescue day, they could hardly believe it was the same animal. The vet gave the puppy a thorough check and declared it in excellent health, right on track for its age. A month after the rescue, the before and after difference was striking. Gone was the scared, dirty puppy from the trash. In its place was a healthy, happy dog with bright eyes and boundless energy. Its body had filled out, no longer showing ribs, and it moved with the happy bounce that puppies should have. Sometimes, the rescuer would think about how different things could have been if that phone call hadn't come, if no one had gone to check, if the puppy had been left in the trash even a day longer. But those thoughts didn't stay long. What mattered was that one call had changed everything for this small life. The puppy that once had nothing now had everything it needed: regular meals, clean water, warm shelter, proper medical care, training, playtime, and most importantly, love and safety. Its story showed how animals can bounce back and thrive when given a second chance. From digging through garbage to having a real home, its journey proved what a huge difference kindness can make. The rescuer found that helping the puppy had brought new joy and purpose to life. The responsibility of caring for this small creature, of helping it overcome its rough start, made each day meaningful in a new way. The trust that showed in the puppy's eyes made every effort worthwhile. What started as a sad story of abandonment became a powerful tale of second chances. The transformation reminded everyone who heard about it that no matter how hard the beginning, every life deserves a chance at happiness. With patience, care, and love, even the most difficult starts can lead to beautiful journeys. And so, the puppy found in the trash became a beloved friend, completing a circle of rescue that changed both animal and human for the better. Its story continues each day, no longer about being thrown away, but about belonging. Not about just staying alive, but about truly living. Not about fear, but about trust and love that grows stronger every day. In a world where sad news often takes center stage, this small rescue serves as a reminder of the good that still exists. It shows that one act of kindness, even for the smallest creature, creates ripples that spread far beyond what we can see. For anyone who hears this story, the message is clear. Sometimes the things others throw away turn out to be the greatest treasures of all.